I'm like, what's up? And I remember she was like, I'm so sick. And that's how she sounded on the phone. And I was like, Kim, why do you sound like that?
Yeah.
Orlando Brown just set the entire internet on fire after he revealed the extremely disturbing way that Diddy lures his victims in, and forces them into partaking in his Illuminati rituals in exchange for him to get more rich and famous. There have been a lot of allegations thrown around recently about Diddy's behavior and how he tricks a lot of people, especially naive guys, into becoming his boy toys in the name of mentorship. Orlando even went as far as to claim that Diddy forced him into having one of these ritualistic freak-offs. And people believe that this is one of the reasons Orlando has severe mental health and substance issues. What's even crazier is that despite all his victims who have come out, and the long list of people who have been forced into this ritualistic Illuminati stuff, he's still a free man, and people feel like he's being protected by the industry. Some people are even going as far as alleging that the death of Kim Porter was nothing but an illusion, that he ritualed to make Diddy some more money. After all, when her funeral happened, he literally never let anybody close to the casket.
She came over to my house 50 times. 50 of those 50 times her phone was blowing up, and it was him. This was constantly.
So this is, they're not together though at this point.
They're
right?
not together, but it was almost like they were together. I didn't like the dynamic of what I was seeing. Like, I knew that it was causing her pain.
And Cassie, you got a lot of people that feel like Diddy, he probably had something to do with Kim Porter death, and they want the police to reopen her case. How you feel about that?
My man, I wish, for the sake of Kim's family, because bruh, if you know what I know, he put Kim in a gold casket, then has security, 24-hour security at the funeral home, so nobody would go in there and touch the casket or take Kim out of there. I think that they should reopen her case and have an independent pathologist look at everything about her so she can rest in peace. So I know people, paperwork, and this other young lady on the internet, they are spearheading the reopening of Kim's case. And I hope they do.
Most of you all probably don't know just yet, but Orlando Brown wasn't always the erratic Sugarhead that we all know him to be today. He was actually one of the lead actors in Disney's hit TV show, That's So Raven. And for many, it looks like his career was going to be very big. However, shortly after the show wrapped in 2007, his mental health started to decline rapidly. That same year, he got arrested for substance possession in Houston, but he denied being the owner of this stuff. Shortly after this, he got in trouble again when he was caught driving under the influence. He got arrested after that and put into prison for 27 days after failing to show proof that he completed a 180-day court-ordered alcohol education class. Then there was that really disturbing audio that leaked of him, the woman, and her entire family's life.
You, your mama, your daughter, and
He later went to rehab in 2016, but got pulled back into his raging addiction and ended up arrested again in 2018. People started to wonder if the real reason why Orlando was such a mess was because he was forced to partake in some Illuminati activities in the industry. Orlando later confirmed these rumors during a sit-down interview where he said he saw a lot of disturbing things in the industry that traumatized the hell out of him.
Things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, cause man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and people.
What? Orlando didn't stop there, because he also put Diddy on blast again for sleeping with him and trying to recruit him into
And people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials, and you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. I just think that, people just need to realize what they're looking at when they're watching the television. Everything is right in front of you. The revolution was televised, and don't nobody give a shit.
This interview, one of the big things that made its rounds all over the internet, went completely viral, was some things you had to say about Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
And there was also, shortly after that, there was an old video that was kind of going viral. And it was 50 Cent, and where he says he was at a party with Diddy. And he was mad at Diddy because Diddy offered to take him shopping. And he felt like that was only something like you would do for a female.
He's a nice guy. Nice guy. What did it take to go shopping? What an idiot for turning him down.
So you're not turning Diddy down if he wants to take you shopping?
We going shopping, bro. We going shopping. But at the party, I'm gonna be in my corner with my little rock, and you have your fun, bro. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I deserve to be there. But other than that, I'm cool, bro. Y'all have y'all fun, man. Y'all chilling. I'm knowing what's going on. Y'all chill. I'm chilling.
But see, Orlando ain't the only one that Diddy introduced to these Illuminati rituals. People also believe he was trying to do the same thing to Waco, Cyrus, when he flew him to Jamaica for a secret vacation. These rumors of Y2K getting introduced to Diddy's world started back in 2021, when he and Diddy were caught vacationing together in Jamaica. YK even posted a very seductive photo of Diddy shirtless in the pool on his ID with a prayer hand emojis, almost like he was a worrisome being Diddy and being grateful for something. He later posted a photo of him getting a massage while laying down naked with the caption, "Listening to that Diddy, eating good fruit in the beautiful weather." Not only that, but he also posted this deleted photo of him seductively leaning in to eat a bunch of fruits, which people think was taken by Diddy. People believe this was some kind of initiation ritual that Diddy flew him out for, and that some kind of intimacy went down between them on that trip. And if this is true, then it explains why he would randomly pose Diddy with them. The Illuminati is supposed to help elevate the career of those people, so he was probably thanking Diddy for allowing him into that world. And then there was also Brasshair Gray, who people suspected was initiated into this mess by Diddy and Will Smith. Brasshair was initially discovered by talent manager Charlie Mack, who later became his manager. Charlie pulled a couple strings and got Brasshair the chance to audition for the role of Hakeem in Empire, which later became the role that blew up his whole career. Charlie later introduced Brasshair to Will Smith to mentor him into becoming a big Hollywood star. And right after Brasshair was given to Will also introduced Brasshair to Diddy, because Brasshair wanted to be a rapper, and that's when things went south. Now, at the time, many people didn't realize how disturbing this link-up was, because we didn't know half the things we know about Diddy today. Will and Diddy were straight up manipulating Brasshair in the name of mentorship, and this was later confirmed by Jaguar Wright, who revealed that Will and Diddy lure these young men. It's a free gobs by lying to them, saying he go mentor them only to end up indulging in these weird ritualistic Illuminati sessions. See, Even Work All the Time with Bashir and Meek Mill reportedly ran out of Will Smith's house screaming for help after one of these sessions.
Well, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed help.
Well, they do weird. House screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, he needed out. And while we're on the topic of Meek Mill, there have also been speculations over the past couple of months that Diddy also initiated him incident-free cause. In fact, there was a really disturbing audio of this alleged fracas. And at the time of it being leaked, it was reported that the video was recorded by one of Diddy's ex-bodyguards.
Champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like, this Diddy.
Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion.
Do y'all remember that video of Meek in the pool with his back arched as if he was trying to relieve some pain down there, while Diddy recorded him and called him daddy?
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Jaguar Wright later came out of the woodworks and revealed that the audio was actually recorded by Nicki Minaj back when she was with me and Milk One of, well, talking about expensive pay his way. Why now? So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it? Oh, somebody said that. Hey, yeah, he said like, I'm somebody that got paid. Yeah.
If milk running around, talking about expensive pay,
Now,
in his
wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jag.
Meek.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy-fied.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy-fied. He Diddy-fried. He the Diddy do-I-bop. Meek. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek. She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was standing
somebody
outside the door.
that got paid.
Yeah.
So as you can see, Diddy lies to these men that he has enough power to send their career to new heights, only for them to end up stuck in some ritualistic freak jobs in the Illuminati call. If you notice, most of these men have never been the same since Diddy introduced them to this stuff. Orlando is now a raging sugarhead whose acting career is in the gutter. Bashir has also been caught up in a lot of legal issues, and his career is in shambles. Meek has never been in the same, and his career is also in the gutter, too. Mind you, this don't even include all of the people that he's essayed and allegedly unalive. There have also been reports suggesting that aside from him sacrificing these young boys, he also sacrificed the life of his late baby mama, Kim Porter, and everyone that started off with him in the industry. At the time of Kim's death, it was reported that she died from pneumonia. But a lot of people didn't believe this at all, especially because of the conflicting autopsy report by the coroner who was initially in charge of the case, Ed Winter. He suggested that Kim was because there were toxins found in her body that suggested that she may have been poisoned. However, before he could even pull through with the investigation, he got thrown off the case and later died mysteriously. One of Kim's best friends, Sarah, recently fueled the allegations about Kim's death being a sacrifice when she revealed that Diddy was mixed up in a lot of very dark spiritual things, and that Kim was the only light in his life stuff.
After she transitioned, a lot of stuff came to light that almost I feel like she was kind of hiding in a way. He was a bad dude, you know? He was a bad dude, and the thing is that Kim was ride or die for him. He offered her $1 million once, like he could feel that she was disconnecting from him. And he like called her like crying, hysterical, please, I can't, don't, Kim, I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $1 million. Like she should have just gotten that money, but she never did. She told me she didn't like his scent. But on the other hand, she loved him. But she said he's not the same person he used to be. So like he changed. Because it was all about what kind of place is Puff in? Like, is he in the light or is he in the dark? Like that was basically like the constant, like, oh yeah, he's back to normal. He's back to himself.
In fact, when Diddy started dating Cassie and parading her around, Sahara said that Kim told her she felt sorry for Cassie because Cassie had no idea the hell that she was about to be put through. Sahara even went as far as to straight up accuse Diddy of using Kim as a sacrifice to please the demons that he worships.
She calls me that day. She's like, I can't go. I'm like, why? She's like, Puff called. Like, he wants me to go to the Turks and Caicos. And she's like, I gotta go. And I was like, okay. But what was weird is that something about her was kind of off. Like, so he's good, but suddenly she's not, you know?
Right.
And then it was his 50th birthday, and we were supposed to go to the party together. And she had like called me 3 times being like, you're coming, right? And I'm like, I'm coming. And then the day of the party, she never called me. And I was like, that's weird. And then I called her and she's like, yeah, you know, the girls came in town. And I was like, okay. So that's kind of weird. And then I remember seeing pictures of her at the party and I'm like, yo, this like doesn't even look like her. Like something's weird. And then through a few days later, she's really sick. And she's like, oh man, I have this like crazy flu. And I called her, I'm like, what's up? And I remember she was like, I'm so sick. And that's how she sounded on the phone. And I was like, Kim, why do you sound like that?
Yeah.
Like, this was somebody that would be like, she was like, her voice had a melody. She'd be like, hey, hey, hey. And like, she sounded like this like guttural, weird sound. And I was like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And so then I remember I texted her, I don't know, the next day. And I'm like, Kim, are you okay? And she goes, Kimberly down, is what she wrote in the text message.
Yeah.
Just like weird. And then the next day she was gone.
Oh my God, seriously? Whoa.
So Honestly, I mean, Vanessa, what I thought it was like, this is like a spiritual death. Like some shit went down. Like I felt like whatever weird shit was in him was in her. I mean, I'm telling you, his energy was so dark during like the funeral and all that. I couldn't even say hello to.
As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said there were 2 autopsies done on Kim. One coroner ruled that out. And the doctor that ended up mysteriously crashing and dying in a car accident. And the second one was where they ruled it pneumonia. Another person said, I don't care what anybody says. Simple. Diddy Combs sacrificed Christopher Wallace and Kim Porter as a sacrifice. And do y'all think all his victims who he sacrificed will ever be the same again? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video. The unfolding drama and severe allegations against Diddy, coupled with the recent silence from Jay-Z, raise questions about the dynamics of their friendship, especially during such tumultuous times. Friendships in the entertainment industry, particularly those as high profile as between Diddy and Jay-Z,
We're here together and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand.
often face scrutiny under the stress of public and legal pressures. The notion of a friendship of convenience is not uncommon in circles where personal and professional lives are deeply intertwined and publicly dissected. The leaked video and the Homeland Security raids add a severe level of seriousness to the allegations against Diddy, potentially putting his friends and associates in a difficult position regarding their public and private support. Jay-Z's silence could be seen as a cautious approach to distancing himself from the legal and media storm surrounding Diddy, or it could reflect an internal conflict about how to publicly handle the situation with a longtime friend. Given their history and the significant collaborations and mutual support over the years, the current situation could indeed test the boundaries of their friendship. It's not unusual for public figures to remain silent on ongoing legal matters involving close associates until more information becomes available or until they have strategized the best course of action to avoid jeopardizing their own positions or relationships. In navigating such a scenario, both Diddy and Jay-Z, along with their respective teams, have to balance personal loyalty with professional and public relations considerations. How they manage these challenges will likely influence public perceptions of their characters and their friendship. The coming months may provide more clarity on Jay-Z's stance and the future of their relationship, depending on how the allegations against Diddy unfold and are addressed legally and in the media. The relationship dynamics between Diddy and Jay-Z, as highlighted in their unique way of addressing each other by their birth names, Sean, underscores a deep personal connection that extends beyond their professional lives. This detail shared by Diddy during his appearance on Carpool Karaoke.
I was born Puffy, right? Okay, and then I became P. Diddy. Then they called me Diddy because I was so pretty.
Adds a layer of intimacy to their friendship, illustrating a mutual respect and a bond that isn't commonly shared with others in the industry. However, the current silence from Jay-Z during Diddy's legal and public relations crises raises questions and concerns among fans and observers. It's natural for the public to speculate on the state of their friendship, given the serious nature of the allegations against Diddy and Jay-Z's history of strategic silence in times of controversy. The input from 50 Cent, another influential figure in the music industry, adds another dimension to the situation. His comments can amplify public scrutiny and speculation, especially given his past conflicts with Diddy. 50 Cent's remarks may also be seen as an attempt to provoke or influence public perception of Jay-Z's actions, or lack thereof, during these challenging times for Diddy. In such high-stakes situations, the actions, or inactions, of celebrities like Jay-Z can be interpreted in many ways. His silence could be a strategic decision to distance himself from the controversy, a personal choice to await more information before making public comments, or even an indication of underlying issues in their friendship. Whatever the reason, the lack of public support from Jay-Z during this time is notable and has fueled speculation about the solidity and sincerity of their long-standing friendship. As the situation develops, more information may come to light about Jay-Z's stance and his involvement, if any, in the matters affecting Diddy. The unfolding of these events will likely continue to be a point of interest for fans, media, and observers within the music industry. 50 Cent's social media posts mocking Jay-Z's apparent absence from Diddy's ongoing troubles exemplify his well-known penchant for stirring controversy and engaging in public feuds with other celebrities. His approach, often humorous and provocative, aims to draw attention and spark discussions among fans and the media. The use of imagery like placing Jay-Z's face on a milk carton and joking about his last sighting adds a lighthearted, albeit sharp, tone to a serious situation. This method of engagement, while entertaining to some, also highlights the complex interactions and rivalries within the hip-hop community. 50 Cent's commentary on the relationship between Jay-Z and Diddy during a highly publicized, legal, and personal crisis. For Diddy shows how relationships in the music industry can become fodder for public consumption and commentary. The backdrop of Homeland Security raids and serious allegations against Diddy adds a grave layer to these interactions. The presence of Diddy's sons during the raids and the search for evidence linked to serious accusations place this beyond mere celebrity gossip, indicating significant legal and personal repercussions for those involved. In such contexts, the role of social media and public statements by figures like 50 Cent can influence public perception and media narratives. It's a reminder of how quickly information, speculation, and humor can spread, shaping narratives in ways that might not always align with the underlying truths of the situations being discussed. As this situation continues to unfold, the reactions from various figures within the entertainment industry, including any potential responses from Jay-Z or further developments regarding Diddy, will be crucial in understanding the broader implications and outcomes of these serious allegations and investigations. The long-standing feud between Diddy and Suge Knight is a notable chapter in the history of hip-hop, particularly within the context of the infamous East Coast-West Coast rivalry that defined much of the genre's narrative in the 1990s. This rivalry was not only a cultural and musical divide, but also escalated into personal animosities and violent confrontations, which have left a lasting impact on the artists involved and the hip-hop community at large. The incident involving Tupac Shakur at Quad Studios in 1994, where he was robbed and shot, is a pivotal moment in this story. Tupac's subsequent accusations against Diddy and the notorious b.i.g, Biggie, for possibly having a role in the attack, added fuel to the already fiery rivalry. These allegations were never substantiated, but they contributed to the growing tensions between the two coasts, eventually leading to both Tupac's and Biggie's untimely deaths, which remain shrouded in mystery and speculation. As you've mentioned, the legal troubles facing Diddy today, including the serious allegations and the recent raid on his home, seem to be bringing old rivalries back into the spotlight. Suge Knight's tweet from jail about justice for Tupac amidst these events shows how the past can resurface, perhaps as an attempt by Knight to highlight perceived injustices or to settle old scores even while he is incarcerated. These ongoing legal challenges for Diddy, coupled with the historical context of his rivalry with Knight and the broader East-West conflict, underscore the complex interplay of personal disputes, legal issues, and the media's role in shaping public perception. Each development not only revisits the legacies of these influential figures, but also affects how they are viewed today. As these situations continue to evolve, they remind us of the enduring impact of the golden era of hip-hop on today's music and cultural landscapes, reflecting both its innovative spirit and its moments of conflict. The legal outcomes of the current allegations against Diddy could potentially add another layer to his already complicated legacy within the music industry. Tupac was convicted of the A.B. charges and spent time in jail at Rikers Island. Diddy visited him to assure that Bad Boy Records had not been involved in the shooting. At the Source Awards in New York on August 3rd, 1995, Suge Knight famously took a shot at Diddy, mocking him for his prominence in his artist's music videos. Knight's taunt from the stage was, "Any artist out there that wants to be an artist and wants to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all of the records, dancing, come to death row." When Diddy took the stage later to present another award, he called for unity, saying, "All this East and West, that needs to stop," and encouraged applause for winners from both coasts. The rivalry continued, reaching a tragic climax when Tupac was shot in Las Vegas in September 1996 and died a few days later. 6 months after Tupac's death, Biggie was killed in Los Angeles in March 1997, an event many saw as retaliation for Tupac's murder. There have been persistent rumors and conspiracy theories suggesting that Diddy and Jay-Z might have been involved in orchestrating the deaths of Tupac and Biggie to clear the way for Jay-Z's rise in hip-hop. These rumors have been fueled over the years by various comments and songs, including Eminem's 2018 track where he jokingly said, "The day you put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed," though Eminem added, "And I'm just playing Diddy, you know I love you." The case took a significant turn last year when Dwayne Keith D. Davis, 60, was arrested and charged with involvement in Tupac's murder, potentially moving closer to resolving some aspects of these long-standing mysteries. As the trajectories of Suge Knight and Diddy diverged significantly following the tragic deaths of Tupac and Biggie, Biggie. Their lives and careers took markedly different paths. Knight's decline was precipitated by legal and financial troubles, culminating in his bankruptcy and eventual conviction for manslaughter, which has led to a long prison sentence. In contrast, Diddy leveraged his success in the music industry to branch into various business ventures, significantly boosting his financial standing and public profile. Diddy's venture into businesses such as Ciroc Vodka and Revolt TV, along with his music successes, helped him amass considerable wealth, briefly touching billionaire status, according to Forbes. However, recent legal troubles and public controversies have cast a shadow over his accomplishments and raised questions about his future in both the business and entertainment spheres. The notion that Jay-Z could stand to gain from Diddy's potential downfall taps into long-standing narratives of rivalry and competition within the music industry, where the successes and failures of leading figures often have broader implications. The suggestion that Kanye West had previously warned against working with Jay-Z adds another layer of intrigue, highlighting the complex, often contentious relationships between top artists in the industry. Kanye West's public outbursts, including his criticisms of Jay-Z and Beyoncé as well as other prominent figures, reflect his unpredictable and sometimes controversial public persona. These moments, such as his rant during the St. Pablo tour, often mix personal grievances with broader industry criticisms, underscoring the intense pressures and complex dynamics of celebrity culture. Overall, the stories of these music industry giants, Diddy, Jay-Z, Suge Knight, and Kanye West, illustrate a tapestry of triumphs, setbacks, rivalries, and reconciliations that define the hip-hop landscape and the entertainment industry at large. As these narratives continue to develop, they offer a window into the challenges and machinations behind the scenes of celebrity life. Kanye West's public statements and outbursts have often blended personal grievances with broader industry and societal critiques. His comments during the St. Pablo tour and subsequent public appearances reflect a deep frustration with what he perceives as manipulations and injustices within the entertainment industry and beyond. His mention of not being contacted by Jay-Z following Kim Kardashian's robbery in Paris underscores a personal sense of abandonment, which Kanye seems to tie into a larger narrative of betrayal and manipulation by industry elites, including Jay-Z. This feeling of betrayal is further compounded by his references to high-profile figures like LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, and even political figures, suggesting a web of control and influence that he feels is aimed at suppressing his voice and agency. The conspiracy theories Kanye touches on, involving the Illuminati and the notion that celebrities are controlled and manipulated, echo a common theme in his rants, which is a perceived battle against powerful forces that use their influence to shape public perception and control the narrative. His comments about the deaths of loved ones as a form of control are particularly poignant and reflect his ongoing struggle with his mother's death, which has had a profound impact on his mental health and public persona. Kanye's mental state during Diddy's legal troubles highlights the complex relationships and rivalries that exist among hip-hop's elite. 50 Cent's posts suggest that Jay-Z is strategically distancing himself from Diddy, waiting for the controversy to blow over before making public appearances. This interpretation is typical of 50 Cent's confrontational and often humorous social media persona. The cancellation of Jay-Z's iconic Rock Nation brunch and his selective public appearances could be seen as a strategic move to maintain a lower profile amidst the ongoing legal dramas involving close associates. This behavior is not unusual in the celebrity world, where public figures often have to navigate the delicate balance between personal loyalty and public image. As the legal and public relations battles unfold, the implications for Diddy and Jay-Z could be significant. If the allegations prove substantial, they could not only affect their personal and professional relationships, but also their larger legacies in the music industry. The fan speculation and commentary from figures like 50 Cent and Kanye West add to the public intrigue and debate over what the future holds for these iconic figures. In the end, the outcome of these controversies will likely be a combination of legal resolutions and public perception shifts. How Diddy and Jay-Z navigate these challenges and the strategies they employ to maintain their standings in the industry will be crucial. Only time will tell how these stories will unfold and what the long-term impacts will be on their careers and on the hip-hop industry at large.